Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. If you guys are ever interested in personals or birth chart information, all the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this channel is not specific to any particular zodiac sign. Each and every single zodiac sign is very welcomed here with open arms. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest, you guys, okay? If the message does not apply, let it fly. Readings are absolutely timeless. So if this is not the reading for you today, totally fine. There are plenty of other readings on this channel for you guys to tap into and to check out. At the time of this recording, we are freshly into Gemini season. So happy birthday to any of you Geminis out there. You could have Gemini in your chart. You could be involved with the Gemini. If not, it doesn't matter. If you guys are here for a reason. Make sure you leave a like if something resonates, like the vibes here on the channel. It's absolutely free. Share if you care. Subscribe. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? As you guys can tell by the title, by the thumbnail in the video, today we're going to get into a full moon and Sagittarius reading. By the time you guys catch this reading, the full moon would have already passed, okay? The full moon in Sagittarius peaked on May 31st. So you will feel this full moon energy. This is the second full moon of the month of May. So this full moon energy will last for at least the next couple of days into the next week. Okay, it's considered a blue moon. A blue moon is a very rare occurrence. You know the phrase when people say once in a blue moon. A blue moon basically just means when there are two full moons in one single calendar month. So we had a full moon in Scorpio on the first day of May. Now we're ending May with a full moon in Sagittarius. Very different energies, by the way. So of course, as you guys know, if you guys watch my lunation readings, I always go through a few points and themes to look out for over these next couple of days or weeks in regards to this full moon energy, okay? So this particular full moon, again, occurring in the sign of Sagittarius. You guys could have Sagittarius in your chart as well, but it's occurring in the first decan of Sagittarius. Every zodiac sign has a first decan, a second decan, and a third decan. So the first decan of Sagittarius is Mercury ruled, and it's represented by the Eight of Wands in tarot. If you guys are familiar with the Eight of Wands, that's the card that can represent incoming communication, things moving very quickly and very swiftly, travel as well, again, communication back and forth, usually good positive news as well, or things moving forward in a positive direction, things gaining momentum, okay? So this particular full moon is opposing Uranus and the sun in Gemini. So an opposition is when a planet is exactly like on the opposite end of the spectrum than the other. So when they are exactly opposite of each other, the sun and the moon, that's how we get a full moon. When we have new moons, that's when the sun and the moon are conjunct, okay, right on top of each other. But this particular full moon is opposing Uranus and the sun, both in the sign of Gemini. As you guys know, Uranus has made its grand transit into the sign of Gemini. The sun will be in Gemini until the end of June, okay? What this might look like with this full moon energy could be a little restless, okay? Maybe lack of sleep, a lot of fidgeting, a lot of fast moving thoughts, a lot of insight. Again, this particular full moon is Mercury ruled. Mercury rules over your thoughts, intellect, communication, technology, okay, how we receive information. So this could also look like epiphanies, things coming to your mind, or thoughts or insight or downloads just kind of all of a sudden out of nowhere, things moving or cleared up very quickly out of nowhere, and maybe even over stimulation, okay? Full moons in general can ignite a lot of emotions. So this particular full moon could create a lot of mental overstimulation, you guys, okay? Again, we're opposing Uranus and the sun in Gemini. Gemini can be very chatty, a lot of downloads, a lot of information all at one time without a lot of direction. Sagittarius is not looking for details, it's just looking for forward movement in direction. So again, things might come at very fast pace. Maybe sometimes even things happening when you least expect it to, but it's in order for you to be pushed or to be moved forward in a positive direction, even when you feel like you're not all the way prepared. Okay, so that might look like a little bit of mental overstimulation, physical overstimulation as well. Okay, insight on putting something in motion. That might also be a theme that you'll recognize during this full moon lunation. Expansion of wisdom and your vision ahead. Sagittarius is a very optimistic type of zodiac sign, and it's always looking toward the bigger picture or the next best thing. And it's a very spiritually wise zodiac sign as well. It's ruled by Jupiter, so that can expand knowledge, teaching, wisdom, spirituality. And Sagittarius, again, is all about the bigger picture, the long future head vision. So if you have a vision, now might be the time to go ahead and expand on that with more trust and more faith. Okay, Sagittarius, again, is not looking at all the details. It just wants to get to the end goal, the bigger goal. I do feel like an energy of expanding your goals could be important during this lunation as well. Don't dream small, dream big, essentially. Okay, this full moon may also show themes of deeper search for meaning in something or a situation. Again, Sagittarius is a very wise, a spiritually wise type of sign. It's always looking for more or more depth information. Okay, maybe not so much information wise as Gemini and Virgo, but it's looking for meaning. It's searching for purpose in whatever it's doing or whatever room that it's in. Okay, so you guys might be trying to find that deeper meaning in a job, in a career, in a relationship, in a friendship, in a living situation. Okay, like what am I really getting out of this as far as the bigger picture or the vision I have for myself? So some of you guys might be asking yourselves those questions at this time. Inspiring yet scattered energy may come up with this full moon as well. Okay, Sagittarius might bring that inspiring, wanting to learn and know more and again find more depth into things. But it can also be a little scattered because again, we're opposing Uranus and the sun in Gemini. Gemini is information overload sometimes. So you may feel very inspired, but a little scattered on what to do or how to navigate those inspirations. So it's a good time to really find some grounding. Okay, get into your Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn grounding bag during this time frame to really ground those inspirational ideas or downloads that you're receiving, so that way they don't feel so scattered or I don't know what to do with all of these thoughts or all of this information. Okay, discernment and mental vigilance is going to be important during this lunation as well, because again, the energy of getting a lot of downloads, a lot of intuitive receipts, a lot of information in dreams, or just information overload if you guys are researching or learning something new, again expanding your knowledge here, or trying to find the purpose or meaning in something. Having discernment about all of these downloads and all of this information is going to be important, and having mental vigilance, because just because we're receiving a lot of information, a lot of downloads, doesn't mean that everything that we receive is going to be accurate. I really hope that makes sense. So that's why I wrote down having discernment and mental vigilance is going to be important, because you guys might have this energy where you're going to want to feed into everything, or again, find that deeper purpose or meaning into everything that you're feeling, but not everything that you're feeling or receiving is necessarily true or accurate. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Have discernment. A question I wrote down was, what do we need to move on from? Okay, Sagittarius, again, is looking for the bigger picture, expansion. It doesn't really sit still in one place for too long. Same thing with Gemini energy. It doesn't really sit still in one place for too long, especially when it starts to get bored or restless or tired. Okay, so you guys might be feeling that where you've been spending too much time. What do we need to move on from? Okay, the new moon that we had, I believe it was in Taurus, kind of had the same vibe. It's like, what are we actually putting real effort into? Because you're putting effort into something that's you don't want to be growing anyway, then it's going to crumble. What's the point? So what do we need to move on from? What do we need to expand from? Okay. This lunation too is also good for working with the momentum that you already have. Working with the momentum that's already in motion. Again, that 8 of Wands energy just shows 8 wands, 8 staffs moving across a card very quickly. So you don't know where they came from or where those wands are going, but you know that the energy is already in motion. So some of you guys are already building something, are working something, and you've planted seeds a long time ago. Now it's starting to become more of a reality. Okay, that new moon we had in Taurus a few weeks ago could have really grounded certain things for you guys and what you are already working on. Now the energy is shifted into, now what are we going to do with the momentum we already have? Okay, it's not asking you to stop, give up, pivot, shift, or anything like that. It's asking you again to work with what's already in motion, what you've already planted. Okay, because something here wants to expand at this point. Now, this could also be the energy of things happening a lot quicker than you expected or anticipated, or than what you thought you were ready for. So let's just say, for an example, let's just say you guys, this doesn't have to be your story, just as an example, let's just say somebody here started studying something new, got a license in something new, a certification in a new career field, right? Maybe you just got your certification a week ago. You applied for a few jobs, put yourself out there, and then the next day you got a job offer. It may feel a little overstimulating or overwhelming, where it's like, whoa, hold on. I knew I was ready, but I didn't think I was that ready. But your spirit team is telling you you are ready if those things are happening quicker than you anticipated or than you think you're prepared for. Okay, so don't feel like something is not for you or back away out of fear, okay, or uncertainty, just because something is happening quicker than you anticipated it to. That's not a bad thing, you guys, okay? Now another thing that's happening in the sky, you have a square. This full moon is squaring the North Node in Pisces. So any squares with a planet or any other aspects like that, a square specifically can bring friction. Pretty much friction, or it can make things a little bit difficult. Okay, so the North Node is still in Pisces. The nodes are going to be shifting into Aquarius and Leo here soon, I think by the end of July. But as of right now, the North Node is still in Pisces. So with the square, the full moon in Sagittarius, with that North Node in Pisces, it can kind of create confusion or friction on the next move forward. So the confusion, yes, full moon energy usually brings clarity or release, illuminations, but the Piscean energy that's being in the mix here with the North Node can kind of bring disillusionment, uncertainty, unclarity. Okay, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so it kind of creates this fog or this underwater view, right? It's not all the way clear on what to do next when Pisces is involved. Okay, dissolving of uncertainty and being okay with that uncertainty. Another thing with Pisces, whether it's in the North Node, Pisces in the sun, the moon, Jupiter, wherever Pisces is at, it's asking for more surrender. Okay, so less control, more surrender. Sagittarius is not about control either. It believes in faith, expansion, and just moving on toward the next thing, even without all the details being perfect. Okay, So the dissolving of uncertainty and being okay with that uncertainty, basically saying it's okay to not know everything. It's okay to move forward on something or build on something or work with the energy and the momentum you've built, even if you don't know everything right now. That's okay. All right. And being okay with not knowing everything or lack of control is all right. You know, you can get what you want or what you desire, even if you don't have all the answers. Okay. What's meant for you will stick or come back around. There's another theme with this as well that I wrote down. There's a trine between Saturn and Neptune, which are both in Aries. As you guys know, I'm pretty sure I did a reading on the Neptune and Aries transit. That's a very significant transit. Saturn has moved into Aries as well. So a trine is a very positive aspect. That brings more harmony, things being more balanced. It's a lot easier. It kind of just flows, okay? So what this looks like with this full moon in Sagittarius, your vision becomes, or it needs to become, a reality. Okay? If it hasn't already, there is no more room for it not to be a reality, because you're going to be miserable, bored, restless, feeling that itch like something needs to give or something needs to change. Okay? Navigating the noise and finding the truth. Now with Saturn can kind of create difficulty sometimes. However, with this trine, again, a very positive, harmonious aspect, if anything, it's just bringing more reliability, more structure, more long-term growth and stability to whatever your vision and your long-term goals are. Okay, Sagittarius, that vision, expanding your wisdom, and it becoming a real reality. Again, Saturn, it's bringing the structure and the reality check to a situation. Neptune can be your dreams, the things that you fantasize about. Saturn and Neptune being in Aries, that brings a very harsh reality check and the need to do something about those dreams, those visions, those fantasies you have. The reality you desires you as well. So this is a very positive time frame to just go ahead and do. You're supported at this time. Again, even in the midst of uncertainty. Okay? Again, navigating the noise and finding the truth kind of goes hand in hand with that having mental vigilance and discernment at this time, because there's going to be a lot of different downloads, a lot of ideas you have, but not all those downloads or ideas or thoughts are going to be valid. Okay? Navigate through the noise and find and seek the truth. And also being more mindful about what is actually most meaningful and most purposeful to you at this time. Whatever is not meaningful or purposeful toward your bigger picture, your larger vision, it is not going to last. Whether that's a person, place, thing, mindset, financial situation. Okay? So that was my little TED Talk for the full moon in Sag. We're going to get into some Moonology cards. Okay? I know some people will hop and skip around in the reading, but the beginning of the reading with the notes for the full moon definitely ties into the rest of the reading, okay? So let's see. Let's get some Moonology cards. What does the collective need to hear, please, for this full moon in Sagittarius? Please and thank you. What's this? Prosperity lies ahead. Now, I know people like to hop and skip around, but I just mentioned during my breakdown, we just came out of a new moon in Taurus a few weeks ago. You have your new moon in Taurus here. Prosperity lies ahead. Very nice. Okay, so somebody's financial situation has already begun to settle or transform. Okay, and if you guys feel like it hasn't, I feel like you're not being patient enough, or you're not seeing the bigger vision. You're not seeing the bigger picture. Okay, new moon in Taurus. Now, Taurus energy, it's a little slow moving, it's a little stubborn, okay? And it does require consistency, all right? So prosperity lies ahead with something that you are being asked to be consistent with, or you've already been consistent with it, and now the energy is starting to gain momentum, or it's about to, okay? Why is this here? So you guys might be a little stubborn-minded as well, is what I'm getting with this bull energy. Okay, someone could be a Taurus. You could have Taurus in your chart somewhere. Okay, you have your full moon in Scorpio. You can't make this up. First day of May, we had a full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And I literally just said how someone here may be stubborn and they're not seeing the bigger picture here. Okay? Someone here is too worried about all the small, fine details is what I'm getting. Okay? It's time to release negativity. A Scorpio could be significant. And this could be a negative mindset, negative people in your energy. Okay, a negative viewpoint on money, a negative viewpoint on relationships, and we wonder why we don't have them, or we have a stagnated relationship with said things. It's because we're going into said things with a negative mindset sometimes. Okay, it's time to release negativity. What is this? Or maybe even fear. Okay, Scorpio can rule over at least the 8th house can rule over fears and death and just loss and trauma. So it's time to release that. You guys have gone through enough is what I'm getting. What is this? Can you go more on this, please? What is this? Your hard work is paying off. There it is. New moon in Capricorn. So we've got 1 full moon, 2 new moons. Someone can have Capricorn in their chart as well. Okay, your hard work is paying off, but some of you guys need to release the negativity that you have attached to whatever it is you're doing. This doesn't always have to be about another person as well. Okay, if it's not about another person, that's fine. This could be about career and work goals, maybe school. Someone here may be going back to school and it's like you're really testing yourself, but your spirit team is asking you to have patience and have ambition and have perseverance. Okay, but be patient with yourself and have grace, because your hard work is paying off here, or it's about to. Very nice. It's another little bit of a slow moving sign. Capricorn, things move a little slowly in Capricorn season, but it doesn't mean that what you're doing is not working. Okay? Can you go more on this, please? This could even be toward relationship goals. If this has to do with another person or a relationship, you guys, someone here is working very hard or very diligently, or you are, to work on a relationship, or to work on releasing negativity or karmic attachments, or again a negative mindset about relationships. Okay, some of you guys are just working on yourself so you can be in a healthy relationship, but you have to work on yourself first in certain avenues. Okay, let me go more on this, please. Ooh. A time for healing. Nice. Balsamic moon. Okay, step out of your comfort zone. North node here. Something about balsamic vinegar. Okay, someone could be making or eating a salad or something. I don't know, but yeah, a time for healing. So someone here could be literally healing some type of old wounds that could have been holding them back for quite a long period of time, you guys. Okay, and I just feel like this time frame we're in right now, the nodes that are about to shift into Aquarius, the North node is moving to Aquarius, South node is moving into Leo. So I just feel like there really is no more energetic room for negative mindsets, or the same thought process you had 5 years ago, 2 years ago is not going to work or apply the same with what you're doing right now, you guys, is what this feels like. Okay, some of you guys are maybe healing a financial situation as well, or you're healing from a relationship, and the work you're doing with yourself, the healing work, the shadow work is paying off. And for some of you guys, that might look like coming out of hermit mode and going out more, accepting more invitations and things like that. Taking yourself out, treating yourself to something nice instead of being in hermit mode all the time. That could be what healing may look like for some of you. Okay, we're going to get some angel numbers for you guys too really quickly. Okay, rises here, please. Oh, well, that was fast. Okay, you've got 66, 66. So the month of June is definitely significant here. Okay, self-love, boundaries, needs, positivity, understanding, expansion, letting go. The card says great blessings. Okay, nurture yourself by honoring your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of what weighs you down and make space for meaningful experiences. So didn't I say already how this full moon in Sagittarius could make a major theme or highlight around what is purposeful, what is meaningful? Okay, Expand your spirit across all areas of your life. Embrace the big love opportunities or job that are about to enter your journey. Okay, so yeah, a lot of like different blessings are coming through, but I just feel like a lot of you guys, like your mindset, it could be what's blocking it more than anything. Okay, again, this is a Mercury ruled full moon. Yes, it's in Sagittarius, but it is Mercury ruled. Mercury has all to do with the intellect, how we receive information, how we communicate, intelligence, your thought processing. Okay, what is this here? Nice. 777. Someone could be going to the casino, okay, hitting the lottery or something like that. All right, but it says manifested wisdom. This full moon is all about wisdom and expanding that wisdom, okay? It says fulfillment, success, abundance, spiritual growth, and divine support. This message finds you in a time of uncertainty. So, yeah, you guys got to go back and watch the breakdown that I did of the full moon a few minutes ago in the beginning of the reading, because I literally said how the square between the North Node and Pisces and this full moon can introduce uncertainty on how to navigate where to go or what to do next, okay? This message finds you in a time of uncertainty, yet rest assured that you will emerge victorious from any challenges you face. Remember, you possess valuable life experiences and wisdom that can inspire others. Sharing that wisdom will require enthusiasm and effort, but it will make a meaningful impact, okay? And that's another thing too about Sagittarius energy. It can be very optimistic, very enthusiastic, very positive, because it's always looking at the brighter picture or the next best thing. What's next? What's ahead of this? And again, what's the purpose? What's the meaning behind this? And again, a lot of wisdom. Some of you guys are old souls. You could be 22, 23 years old, but you have the soul of someone who's been here for 50 years. You know, you could have reincarnated here multiple times throughout this lifetime. I don't even know where I want to go next with this, to be honest with you guys. I didn't even think this through, but I might get a couple of love messages for you guys. Some of these romance angels. Okay, fulfillment, success, the manifested wisdom, great blessings. Hey, why is this here for the collective, please, for this full moon in Sagittarius? Okay, this could be the one. Very nice. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. So for those of you guys relating this message to a relationship, you know, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Even if you guys are not in communication right now, or again, this message finds you in a time of uncertainty, you're not sure where you guys might stand. You know, your spirit team is saying like this could be the one for you, the one you're already with, or after this period of healing and you've been working on yourself, getting out of hermit mode, you're going to be pretty much on the trajectory of meeting someone who is the one for you. Okay, again, that 8 of Wands energy, things happening quicker than you anticipated or than you thought you were ready for. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's wrong or that it's not for you just because it's happening faster than you anticipated it to. Okay, your spirit team, the universe doesn't work like that. That's not on our time, you know. You guys could already be with somebody here, but you're having uncertainty. Maybe you're coming out of an energy of negativity, releasing fear, doubt, ego, or something, okay? You have divine support. Let me get another one on this, please. Your hard work is paying off. Someone here could just work a lot, maybe. Like they work all day, every day. I just heard like someone here is smitten by you. Or you could be smitten by somebody, you know? What is this? You deserve love. You are lovable, and there goes the Sagittarius energy. You have the woman here with the bow and arrow. As you guys know, the Sagittarius symbol is represented by a bow and arrow. Okay? Yeah, you are lovable. Some of you guys might not feel deserving of love or something like that. Okay? And I'll get one more on this, please, and then we will move on to a different deck. when you have deception coming out, yeah, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, and you notice how it said like a false self mask. Someone here could be lying to themselves about, again, being deserving of love. Well, I don't deserve this, or I thought I was ready even though I'm not. But it's like, no, I feel like your spirit team is saying like you are ready. And then for those of you that feel like, who really genuinely know you're not, it's because you haven't done the healing work yet. Okay, but I feel like for most of you, you have. But you could still be telling yourself like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't know. I don't know. Again, uncertainty. Your spirit team is asking you to trust here. What is this deception about, please? Can you get more on this? Flirt. Okay, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, and I feel like for some of you guys, in forgiving and learning, yep, as you release and heal the past, you'll experience more love in your present moment. So someone here could be learning how to heal or forgive the past. Now, it doesn't mean that someone here maybe wasn't lying to you or something collective, okay? But forgiving and learning. Maybe some of you guys are learning to forgive. And it could also be to forgive, to release. That's fine too. Okay? But some of you guys are learning to trust and forgive and heal and move on from the past or something, okay? And if it does have to do with somebody new, and when you do meet whoever this person is, they could be the one. I just don't want you guys to block something or run away from something just because of what the last Tom, Dick, or Harry did, For others of you, someone here has like their sights set on you, and it's like they could literally be working on themselves. Your hard work is paying off and a time for healing. Well, this could be you. Put yourself where you see fit. Tarot, oracles, fluid. So it could be either you or this other person, but someone here could literally have been working on themselves to try to become like the better version of themselves, and that hard work is paying off. And they could have their sights very dead set on you, okay? Like a sharpshooter with this Sagittarius, you deserve love energy. Or again, this could be you spending a lot of time working on yourself, healing in particular ways. Okay, and it's like the hard work, the shadow work is paying off. No one ever said shadow work was supposed to be fun or easy, right? So it's definitely not a cakewalk. All right. But let's see. Again, you guys have 777, 66, 66. You might be seeing those angel numbers a lot. Or the month of July or June could be significant. Again, I have Taurus here, Scorpio, Capricorn. We're in Gemini season right now. Could be a Leo, could be significant. Or again, Sagittarius. Okay, but why is this energy here, please, for the collective regarding this full moon, please? I feel like some of you guys do want to get back out. Or you guys have been doing that. Maybe you're getting more in your flirtatious bag. I just heard I still got it. Someone here could feel like they still got it if it's been a little while. Okay. But what is this, please, for the collective? What do they need to hear regarding this full moon, please? 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Okay. So 333 could be something else you guys are seeing a lot. Okay. The 3rd month of the year. So the month of March could be important. But I think this is Aries energy and Capricorn. Okay, so 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, your spirit team already, I'm getting definitely asking you to broaden your horizons. Okay, the 3 of Wands is definitely an energy of waiting for your ships to come in. Expansion, growth, moving forward. And it's like you've already made the decision or the choice to go ahead and expand. It could also be like doing business or enterprise across state lines or overseas. Someone could be looking to travel or traveling for work could be significant here. 3 of Pentacles can definitely be the energy of teamwork makes the dream work, craftsmanship, masterfulness, okay, being very skilled or very good at something. And it's like you're perfecting your craft is what I just heard. Some of you guys are perfecting your craft, and it's like something you've already started, something you're already in the middle of. That's about to expand, okay? Congratulations. Or your spirit team is asking you to look at the bigger picture and broaden your horizons a little bit with what you're already doing or working on, okay? Yeah, Queen of Cups, nice. And some of you guys have like a real genuine passion for whatever this is, or your spirit team is asking you to go ahead and take a chance on your passions and release negativity. Yeah, release the stress and negativity attached to them, because prosperity lies ahead. You just don't see it right now. Simple as that, okay? Wow, the Emperor. Ooh, wow. Here it is, the Eight of Wands. There it goes. That's what this full moon is all about. Eight of Wands energy, momentum. Okay, what is this, please, for the collective? I won't be surprised if it falls out eventually, but yeah, what is this? Some of you guys could be getting a new job, or maybe you guys are moving, relocating for a good job. Okay, why is here? King of Pentacles. You can't make it up. I just said that. Some of you guys could be moving or relocating for a new job. It's definitely going to be an increase in your finances. King of Pentacles is definitely Taurus energy. This is someone who is logical, very analytical, responsible, emotionally and financially. They can be a little hard-headed, a little stubborn sometimes, a little slow to move or take action, but they're very comfortable where they're at, emotionally and financially. Usually they're a provider or a husband as well, okay? This is a masculine energy. If you're a female, that's fine too. You could be married, or someone here could literally be working on a marriage or working on a relationship to lead to marriage, okay? Please put yourself where you see fit. Flip and switch the roles if you need to. I see someone here like building a business, building a brand is how it's coming through. Or moving on up to like a managerial or supervisor position. What's the King of Pentacles about? The moon. Yeah, but you just don't see it. You maybe feel it. You probably like know in the back of your mind like something's happening, but there's still like this uncertainty, insecurity, fear surrounding a situation, person, place, or thing here. Okay? The moon is definitely like things that might be a little hidden, but it can also be intuition, you guys. Secrets. What is this moon about, please? What is this moon about? And again, it is a full moon. By the time you guys catch this reading, the full moon would have already passed. It was on May 31st. But still, this energy is going to last for the next couple of days at least. King of Swords. The truth. You have Seven of Cups and Judgment. So, with this King of Swords, this can be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. Oh, wow. Okay. First of all, there could be something here that I mentioned earlier, how this full moon is literally in opposition to Sun and Uranus and Gemini. Okay, the King of Swords would be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine, or that particular energy. But the King of Swords is usually someone who's very cut and dry, very straightforward, pretty honest for the most part. This can also be someone who works in a court of law enforcement of some sort. But I had mentioned during my full moon breakdown how you guys may be receiving a lot of information, a lot of downloads, a lot of intuitive insight, but you're going to have to use your discernment and your mental vigilance. King of Swords is very mentally vigilant, very analytical. They're very sharp, very intelligent. Not everything that you guys feel or that you're allowing your fears or subconscious thoughts to tell you are the truth. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm never going to tell anybody to ignore their intuition. That is not what I'm saying. But the fear, negativity, past mindsets wrapped around a particular situation, person, place, or thing is not going to lead you to the truth, okay? So please be mindful of that. You're going to be receiving a lot. You're going to be getting a lot. You're going to be hearing a lot of information, but discerning about what's true and what's accurate is gonna take some mental discernment. Okay. Now, of course, there could be some type of truth coming out here. There could be some type of truth that's revealed. Someone here may want to have a very straightforward, truthful conversation with you. But what is this conversation about, please? This King of Swords and the Moon. Someone here could just want to get a lot of feelings off their chest here as well. Now, King of Swords is usually not the one to get in their bag when their feelings are emotions. It's very sharp, to the point, just the truth. What it is, what it is. It can be a little cold, a little distant sometimes, but someone here could be in their emotions while also being cold and distant. But what does somebody here want to talk about, please? What is this? What is this conversation regarding under this full moon? Oh, okay. Seven of Cups tried to show up, and you have the World. So this could be the wrapping up or the closure of a cycle. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus. Oh, and you got the Devil here and the Temperance card. Wow. Yeah, it's. I think some of you guys are gonna get a lot more clarity here, or some type of downloads that, again, like some type of negative thought processing or fear, ego, some type of karmic attachment here is like it may be out of balance with this Temperance card. Okay, somebody's emotions may be a little out of balance. So someone here may want to talk here or have a conversation about achieving a goal, because the World is also a goal achieved, okay? You already saw some type of success, victory, okay? Embracing prosperity that lies ahead. Your hard work is paying off. But the World can be a closure of a cycle as well. Okay, what's this conversation about, please? The World, and then you have the Knight of Wands here. So that's a little impulsive energy. Things, again, moving very quickly. Fire pony, very passionate. Someone who's not afraid to take action on things as well. Someone here is like very passionate towards you or about you. It's like they want to take some type of action towards you, but I just feel like maybe someone here is closing out the cycle, closing out the chapter. That might be what this conversation is about, or again, like achieving some type of goal here. And it's like your spirit team needs you to go ahead and take some action on it. There's no more room for things to just be sitting in your thoughts anymore. Okay. This is King of Pentacles. I don't really read reversals, but the Seven of Swords came out in the reverse. And then you have the Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to flip it upright because I don't really read reversals, but I appreciate that it fell out in the reverse. Seven of Swords is usually, this energy of like trying to get away with something, planning, strategizing, maybe sometimes deception. We already saw a card of deception here, but it's showing up in the reverse. I'm going to flip it upright, but that can mean like somebody here doesn't want to like play games, or it's like someone being found out or tripped up or caught up, or like not being deceptive. Again, I do feel like it's going to be very important for you guys to decipher what it is your ego and your fears are telling you, and what it is that your spirit team and your intuition is trying to tell you. Okay, I definitely see someone here trying to plan or strategize how to get to this King of Pentacles status, okay? Making more money, becoming more stable emotionally or financially. What is the Seven of Swords? Page of Pentacles. Okay, that can be like a small offer. King of Wands. Page of Pentacles is like learning something new as well. I also feel like if some of you guys want to like, expand your knowledge or learn something new, go ahead and do that. Like your spirit team supports you in doing that. And if anything, it might just increase your finances, This Page of Pentacles. Ooh, the Strength card. Leo energy. Something about Leo season could be important. Oh gosh, I don't want to say what I just heard, but someone could have like lied about a child, or like lied to a child, or maybe some of you guys have kids and like maybe these kids like are one or two of them pick up the habit of like lying, or I don't know, tattletales, or someone could like lied about a child or something is what I'm seeing. And then the King of Pentacles is definitely like a husband or a father. Okay, someone here could be trying to get away with like getting child support, or someone could have again like lied about a child in some degree. Okay, but anyway, that might be coming out under this full moon. I don't know. Yeah, look, the Chariot and the Empress. Wow. So something here is growing and moving quickly, you guys, okay? Congratulations if you are pregnant or you just gave birth. But the Strength card can be about holding back sometimes, or needing some type of courage or confidence to take action on something. It's almost like some of you guys would be like a little nervous or scared to put your plans into action or put your plans into motion. And of course, I don't know exactly what that's in regards to for every single one of you, but it's like your spirit team is asking you to apply more strength and more confidence to something. And the Knight of Wands, they don't lack any confidence to take action on things, okay? They could be a little impulsive too sometimes, but we already talked about how having discernment and mental vigilance is going to be very important at this time. And here it is again, the Eight of Wands, because something is already gaining momentum. Ooh, and the Ace of Cups, Justice card, maybe a Libra. Wow, something here may be moving forward in a court situation, you guys. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, let's continue. What is Three of Pentacles? Again, work, career, craftsmanship. Someone here could like build cars, or like work on wood crafts and stuff like that, like arts and crafts. Someone could be an art teacher. Okay, what is Three of Pentacles? Ooh. Ace of Swords, very nice. The Truth, clarity, mental agility. Someone who is mentally sound. This can also be a victory or an achievement of some sort. Again, I definitely see someone here like receiving some type of increase in their finances at work, or someone here is literally like learning something new and perfecting their craft, or studying how to perfect their craft. And it's like, you know, I just feel like you guys just don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And here it is again, the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Again, you guys just don't see like the blessing at the end of this tunnel here or something. Someone could be a teacher or a writer, an author or something. Oh, the Chariot and the Empress just tried to fall out again. Cancer energy. The Chariot is definitely things moving forward. The Chariot is not somebody who cowers or bows down to obstacles. They just bulldoze over the obstacles. Someone could be, again, working on a car, building a car, or getting a brand new car. Congratulations. Okay, Eight of Wands fell out. I didn't even mean for that to happen, but I told you it was going to hit the table. Now, sometimes the Chariot can be police, law enforcement. I had already mentioned that before. So I definitely see like some type of court situation moving forward, or someone may have had to like call the police, or the police showed up to somebody's job. I don't know. That's very specific, but you know, your spirit team is all supporting you moving forward with something, you guys. If you feel like this is leaning more towards moving on and releasing something, then okay. There's nothing wrong with that. However, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is already something that's in motion, something you've already been actively doing or working toward, that's about to really just take off. And this could be a relationship too. And that can mean maybe at one point a relationship was stagnant. Maybe someone here wasn't really open and clear and honest about their feelings. And then all of a sudden it just boom. Let's go get married. Let's go do this. Let's go buy a house. Let's go buy a car. I'm moving closer to you. You're moving closer to me. I don't know, but something picks up quick. And it's going to be very successful with this Chariot card. So if this is a business idea, congratulations. If this is a new career in general, congratulations. Y'all went back to school, got a certification. Now you're back. Now you're out in the field. It's about to just... You're going to be booked and busy out of nowhere is what it's giving. But some of y'all, I see y'all kind of like holding back or saying no to something because you feel like you're not ready. And that's not true. Okay, that's not true. Okay, what is this Three of Wands? Okay, Queen of Cups. Again, we already saw her earlier. Someone here has a lot of compassion, a lot of love here for you. Or your spirit team wants you to have more compassion with something, you guys. With yourself, especially. Have more grace for yourself. Okay, it's almost like love is coming. Or some of you guys might have to broaden your horizons. Or have more trust and faith that you do deserve love here. Okay, in order to receive it. Some of y'all may have literally moved across state lines or moved to another country, and that's where you found love, okay? Or that's where you're going to find this person who could be the one, okay? Or once you have, again, released a negative thought process behind relationships and men or women in general, you know, how can you get someone that is a man or a woman of your dreams if women are just a bunch of hoes all the time, or men ain't shit, I don't need a man? That energy is not going to get you what you want if this is relationship stuff, okay? I really hope that makes sense. Queen of Cups is a nurturer, someone who doesn't mind giving the shirt off their back. They're very patient, they're gentle, they're kind, they're very nice. Okay, I hate when people say the nice guy finishes last. I hate when people say that. I understand why people say it, but I don't like that people say it, because being a genuine, good-hearted person may get you in a lot more rooms than being an asshole or being a B word. I can promise you that, okay? Ooh, what is this? Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. Oh, wow. You can't make this up. Ace of Cups. How nice. And you have the Four of Swords. So I already said, some of you guys, you know, you're needing to change your mindset or how you view relationships, how you view men/women in order to receive what it is that you desire, okay? Four of Swords can be rest, a pause, a break. It's not the finality. It's not the end of something, okay? So whatever happened to you in the past or between you and a particular person, it's not the end all be all. It's not the final chapter. It's not what everybody else is going to have in store for you. It's not what God has in store for you, okay? Four of Swords can be like rest, relaxation. I see someone here receiving a lot of like dreams as well. Your dreams could be very vivid at this time, collective. Someone here thinks about you a lot. They fantasize about you is the energy that I'm getting as well. Okay, and I see that someone here, maybe some of you guys, again, it's like you've wrapped up a cycle here after some type of like intuitive insight or accepting the truth about a situation. And it's like you wrapped it up and it's time to move on or move forward. And for others of you, something here is very meaningful, it's very purposeful, but it's not going to move forward in the way that you'd wish it to if you're going to be an energy of negativity, fear, ego, okay? It's time to release negativity. And one of these cards even says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. That this person is really working on themselves, because like their goal at the end of the day is to be with you or to succeed with you, okay? Or this is how you're feeling at this time, collective, okay? Very interesting. I think I'm gonna get a couple of closing out cards for you guys. Let's get some advice, some angel answers, I guess, for y'all. If this made any sense to you guys and you like this style of reading, definitely leave a like on the video. It is absolutely free. Share if you care. I love having you guys tap in with me. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have y'all here. But give some advice, please, for the collective for this full moon. What's the advice, please? Ooh, okay, a couple. Yes, very nice. I just heard someone's going to say yes to the dress. Helpful people. So yeah, say yes to the opportunities that are about to make their way to you, even if they're opportunities you feel like you normally wouldn't take, or if you feel like you're not ready. You are ready, okay? And if you feel like you're not, you have the helpful people around you to get you ready or get you prepared or whatever this is, okay? But I heard yes to the dress. What is this, please? There's something better, okay? So again, there's part of you guys in this reading that have come to the realization that it's time to move on from something and you're ready to let it go, and it's safe to let it go. It's okay to be uncertain about what's next, okay? But all you need to know is that your hard work is paying off, the healing is paying off, the shadow work is paying off, and that there's something better anyway. For others of you that, again, you've already met somebody that you seek, or you're already in the energy and the momentum of something building, You got to trust and have faith that there's something better at the end of this tunnel that you're already in. Okay, where you're at right now is not the end. Okay, or what you're doing right now is not the height of where it could be or where it needs to go. Person, place, relationship, job, career, whatever it is, apply it as you see fit. Get one more on this. The situation will improve. Yep, like I just said, like this is not the peak. This is not the height. Again, 8 of Wands energy. The momentum has already been built. Now it's just, where are we going to go with all this momentum? What's next? With the momentum we've already built. The changes we've already made. The healing we've already done. The momentum is here. Now what? Essentially, okay? The situation will improve. Want to get one more on this? Okay, and then you have within the next few weeks. Very nice. And you have big happy changes here at the bottom. You can't make this up. Your spirit team wants you to really hone in with this full moon. The optimism, the positivity, the enthusiasm, the wisdom, the intuitive download you guys are going to receive in order to apply them. Okay, navigating the noise is going to be important. Please remember that a lot of this that you're going to be feeling and seeing and receiving intuitively, it's not all going to be something to hone in on or to harp on or to take action on. Please have discernment and mental clarity and vigilance when it comes to a lot of these things you're going to be receiving, because not all of them are going to be true or accurate, including the ones that are wrapped or out of the energy of fear and negativity or lack. Those are definitely not going to be accurate. Okay. So I'm going to leave this reading here, you guys. I really hope that you guys were able to take something from this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it made sense. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.